So in first part, we have discussed that how market research and academia can come together, and then they can serve in more futuristic way to the research industry. There are some unique offerings of market research which can be offered to academia, and academia have some unique offerings which they can do or which they can contribute to market research.
On the rise, 29 years deep, wisdom doesn't lie.
Hi everyone, Dr. Wakar here, and yet we are back with the second part of our discussion, which was regarding academia and market research, the data nexus. And today we're gonna continue our topic, and we will deep dive a little bit so that we can see what are the offerings of market research, which they can offer to academia, and what are the unique opportunities or unique offerings which academia can contribute towards market research, how these both key players of research can come close together, can work together, and then they can serve more better and more futuristic way for market research or research industry in particular. So academia is actually doing a very good work in research. In fact, they are doing a lot of research. They are overwhelmed with the research which they are doing these days, especially in this fast pace rate which the AI actually have compelled all the industries to do so. And academia is one of it also. They are having some pros of AI to academia's research, and there are actually a little bit of drawbacks of having AI in the academic research as well. So we're gonna discuss that, okay, how academic publications, how academic research, how the research overall is being affected not only from AI, with other factors also, and what are the current issues which actually academic is facing these days, and how in somewhat way may area in which market research can offer their services in order to address those particular issues. So let's start with the number one issue, the ecosystem of the research which academia have. So the majority of the time, because the students, they have one goal or one ambitions in their mind that, okay, they have to come for a certain time in that particular university, college, polytechnical college or political institute, and then they have to spend that particular time there. They have to do a certain research, and after that it's done, that's all. So there is no further follow up for that particular thing or that exact research. So the citations is a game of citations, also is a game of visibility also. uh, I was reading one of the research from a science journal that overall the citations, majority of the paper, as high as 25%, they don't even get a single citation in the early years of publication. Can be because of the topics which they are doing the research, but majority of the time the main reason is that the impact of that particular, that exact research which was done was not there, or it was not being calculated before. And so that's one of the thing which is the impact. So the impact calculation of the research is not there. Rather than having a need based research, is more towards the trending topic or the trending research ongoing. So students used to prefer those topics, number one, which are easy to do, number two, which are actually trendy, and number three, which can secure them good grades. So that's some of the key reasons which academics they are facing. Number two, which, by the way, these reasons may differ institute to institute as well. So it's not necessary that all academia is facing the same issues, but in general, these are the issues which academic research usually have. What we have got, or what students perceive, what the researchers perceive, or what an outsider industry player we perceive about academics. And perception is a matter of reality, by the way. So the second other point is that that in this particular ecosystem, the data collection part is very well, what you say, not organized, not well organized. It is quite distorted. The collection of the data is not done properly. It's not organic. It's majority of the time manipulated, and the data collection, the science of data collection is not being taken care of. So that leads towards a very biased results or a biased sample to be done, and then that reflection is being reflected in the research overall, which may also results into the zero citation or less citations of that particular research overall. So that's the second reason. I was discussing about the impact, that the impact of the study or impact of the research or the need of the study or the need of the research, is not being calculated before, and that's also academia as overall is lacking of. So these are some particular issues which actually it can be addressed when academia and industry overall and academia and market research in specific come closer and do joint research, joint studies. They can address these kind of issues. One last issue before I jump to the offerings that okay, what are the offerings of market research can give to the academia is AI. So AI actually have speed up the things, which is very good. Research is becoming very fast, very easy to access. Uh, Timely wise means you can just do a write a research paper maybe in 2 3 days or 4 days, which previously you were doing in 6 months or 7 months. But it have actually raises a issue of uh, inorganic data collection or inorganic source of data which is being cited in the papers now, or not authentic data which is being used. AI is still at a very immature stage at this particular time when we are talking about. So the data collection, we cannot totally rely on AI. And this AI transformation, which is happening in academics as well as in industry, this is the right time where both of the key players have to come together, have to stratify, lay down the policy making, lay down the ethics rules, so that the future of research can be secure. So these are the some issues actually which I want to address. Now I will link it towards the offerings of market research. What exactly market research can offer, how it can be done, how it can be actually streamlined. So the first and the foremost or the most important part of the research is data collection. And market research have huge resources in terms of data collection, organic data collection, well qualified and quality oriented data collection. And then market research have multiple means, multiple data collections methodologies, diverse data collection methods like CATI, CAPI, online, offline, face to face. And if academia and market research collaborate, they can use this whole methodologies as in one set in order to diversify or double check the data collection at the authenticity, the quality of data collection, or maybe individually they can use like CATI, CAPI, they can use online, offline methods. The most important thing will be that when market research and academia or the academic research do this work together, the collection of the data will be authenticated properly. It can be very well qualified because market research, they have the means, they have the resources, they have the database, they have the respondents, plus they have those professionals who know how to collect data. So that's one of the very important service which market research can offer to the academic. So the second stage of research is basically the visibility, viability, feasibility of that research into the market. Let's say the entry level stage of that particular product into the market. How market research can help that we can research the market for you. We can do the feasibility test, we can do the pricing test, we can do the respondent taste test if there is something related to edible product, or whatever the research product it is, we can target that respective respondents for you. Why we can do it better? Because we have the resources, we have the expertise, we have the experts who know how to dig down the data which is suitable for that launch, for that market level entry of that specific research which was being done. So that's one thing. Second thing is the prototype testing. Prototype testing also can be done with the help of market research. We can see the target audience or target respondents, the target users of that product. We can help you to find out the feedback, the natural response, the awareness level, the education level of that particular research or that specific product which is about to be get launched or it is already being launched. What is the response or what is the brand track of that particular or that specific research. Citation of the research will be improved if researchers and market researchers work hand to hand, if like academia and market research work hand to hand. How it will improve is that again the visibility of that research into the marketplace will be more, because the research will be following the footsteps of the market, the trends of the market, and then the research will be conducted. So that's how the citation will be improved. Another part is the market segmentation, that okay, if one particular research is done, so there are different segments of the market. for the same product. Even for the same product, there are different segments. So the identification of those segments can be done by market research, and where Central Force International, as a market research company, we can assist in that one. To the academia, we can extend our hand so that we can do that research together in a collaboration, or we can do it as an individual project level. So these are some of the offerings of market research, which we can give. We can collaborate with the academics, and we can work together in this particular domain. Speaking about market entry, so when market research and academics, they come together and they work on a work on a research product, then the stages of the entry level or stages of the penetration in the market will be very clear. Like I mentioned earlier, the segmentation, it will be cleared, the awareness, the level of the awareness, the pricing, everything will be cleared in advance. So that research itself will be very novel or very handy before even it enter to the market. So that's one thing. Cost awareness, or any potential sponsors for that research, that specific research or that novel research, that also can be identified if this collaboration work in this way. The another thing or another aspect where I can see that market research and academia can work together, and they should work together, is the market workforce readiness. Because we know that we are living in this AI digital transformation era. Rather to say, it's directly an AI transformation era now, and the things are moving very fast. So, in order to, because academia is giving the future workforce, future talent pool to the market, so they should know that okay, what is the level of readiness that particular market workforce is, and whether it's sustainable or not. Also, that's one thing. How they can work on these things, again, because we are bridging these two what you say entities, which is the academia and which is the market itself, through our data collection, through the organic data collection, and our insights will be very valuable in that sense, because we have the pulse of the market. And then that particular insight, it will help academia to provide the market more sustainable, more market readiness, and then futuristic workforce, which can contribute a lot to the market, which eventually will again serve back the purpose of research overall. So let's conclude our today's discussion, by giving out the invitation that to all the academia, universities, colleges, institutes, think tanks, policy makers, come together, work together, and then we can do some collaboration. We can serve the research industry together. So please feel free to reach out to us if you have any joint studies proposal, or if you want to collect some data, if you want to do some research, or there are some trending topics which you want to work on. Let's do it together. Until then, have a very good day, have a very good evening. Uh, Take care, and please do subscribe us, like us, share us. And if you have any questions or comments, please do highlight it in the comment section. Thank you.
Turning research into strategy every single day.